Hi, here we are on Friday at 5 with Dr. Tennille, and today we're going to talk about activity management with puppies and young dogs. So, Tennille, please tell us, why is it really important that we manage your activity with our puppies?
So when puppies are growing, their bones aren't completely developed yet. They're not completely ossified or calcified. There's lots of areas which are just soft and cartilaginous, and then as it allows them to grow, and then they become bony. So they're just more susceptible because their bones are still soft in areas. They're more susceptible to injury. So therefore, it's really important that while they're in that growth phase of their life, that we manage the type of how vigorous their activity is.
And what would be some examples of activities you would recommend not for puppies?
Sure. So when puppies are in their growing phase, I mean, I know it's difficult because puppies are very excited and love to play, but try to avoid high impact exercise. So things like jumping up and down off the sofa, really high impact running up and down, like bowling down the stairs, things like that, where we really like putting a lot of pressure on our joints, a lot of impact on our joints.
And with puppies, for example, roughly what would be the age of when the growth plates close?
So puppies, these soft areas in their bones are called the growth plates, and they're the cartilaginous areas which allow the bones to grow with age, and then they then become bony as they reach maturity. And with dogs, it's very variable because you've got all the different sizes of dogs. From a little Chihuahua through to a Great Dane. So your small breed dogs, say maybe around 10 to 12 months, they're considered fully grown and their growth plates have closed. But then Great Dane, for example, even up to 2 years, they can still take for their growth plates because they grow all the way. They can grow for 2 years.
And what actually can be the impact on a dog if they do damage these growing areas of their bones?
Sure. So if they can get fractures more easily. So I have an example here. So this is an example of one. This is the tibia and the femur. So this is like the knee joint of a dog. You can see these kind of growth plate areas throughout on the bones. And here you can see this piece here called the tibial crest has fractured upwards. It's called a tibial crest avulsion injury. And, this is one that can occur. We can also get Salter-Harris fractures, they're called, so growth plate fractures. We can also see, for example, if there's been some small damage to the growth plate which has gone unnoticed, particularly in, for example, this area of a dog called the antebrachium. There's two bones here, so if one of the growth plates in one of the bones gets damaged and the other one doesn't, then one will stop growing and the other one will continue to grow. So you'll see some dogs with one quite bowed appearance, like curved, because one bone has been growing and the other one stopped growing. So it's called radioulnar incongruency. So that's another problem we see if there's been damage to a growth plate whilst the animal's been growing, and then one bone grows faster than the other.
And how serious, from a vet's point of view, are these fractures to repair?
Yeah, some of them can be really difficult to repair because the growth plate is really quite close to the edge, like the end of the bone. So they can be quite difficult to repair sometimes. I should probably also point out that your larger breeds it's really important. They're because they're so big and there's got so much more weight on their joints. It's just, I can't stress enough how important it is to try to prevent your particular, all breeds of dog, but particularly our large breed dogs, from that high impact on their joints while they're trying to grow.
And is nutrition a really good way to assist the dogs?
That's right. So to try to, there's certain things about your puppy you can't change, and that's its genetics. But the genetics and their environment are what allows it to grow well, and you can control their diet and their exercise. So you want them on a complete and balanced puppy dog food. Don't supplement with calcium, and then obviously try your best to restrict high impact vigorous exercise while they're in that growth phase.
Okay, fantastic. That's great. So that's it for today, Friday at 5 with Dr. Tennille, and hopefully we'll see no puppies coming in with any fractured bones. Thanks, Tennille.
Thank you.